Welcome to the YouTube channel Physics Theories and Numericals, where we have been providing you high quality MCQ videos for easy and joyful understanding of physics theories and concepts for life. Once you understand the theories, handling of MCQs and numericals will be easy. Also, welcome to the MCQ Simplified series videos for Physics Class 12. We have designed this MCQ Simplified series videos with lot of care. Here we have been providing you high quality MCQs starting from very basic fundamental level, moving on to more difficult level of MCQs. With each and every MCQs we have provided explanations so that you can refresh your concept and strengthen them. These videos have been mock test. With each and every MCQs we have provided you reasonable time through a timer so that you can get to your answer before we take you to the right option. But in this video we have not put timer because we are providing you the solution to CBSE paper. But in case you come back to this video, you can use this video as mock test by pausing the video in between, taking your time getting to the answer. And for the other board students also, you may use this video as a mock test. This is a very good quality question paper for which we are giving you the solution. Here you will find very high learning volume to time spent ratio. Here there are 25 MCQs and probably it will be around half an hour video. So you will find very high learning volume to the time spent ratio. So we will suggest you to go through the entire video, take the learning and enjoy the MCQs. We have already uploaded good number of class 12 MCQ videos. For that we will give you the links in the description box so that you can go through the videos in case you have not already gone through. This video is for solution to CBSE Terminal 1 paper. This is for section A. Here is the first question. Question number 1. An electric dipole placed in a non-uniform electric field will experience what? Only force? Only a torque? Both force and torque? Neither force nor torque. Let's see the answer. The answer is option C, that is both force and torque. This has been right away taken from your NCERT book. Look at page number 1. What it says? It says, what happens if the field is not uniform? In that case, the net force will evidently be non-zero. In addition, there will in general be torque on the system as before. That means the system will have both torque and force. Option C. Next question, question number 2. Let N1 be the number of electric field lines out of an imaginary cube of side that encloses an isolated point charge 2q, and N2 is the corresponding number for an imaginary sphere of radius a that encloses an isolated point charge 3q. You have to find out the ratio between N1 by N2. 4 options given. Let's see the answer. The answer is option B, that is 2 by 3. Where from it comes? It comes right away from your NCERT book. NCERT book page number 34 says electric flux through a closed surface A is equal to Q by epsilon 0. That means flux is proportional to the charge enclosed. So the N1 by N2 is the ratio of the charges, that is 2 by 3. Next one. Look at the diagram. First it says P is not equal to Q. Resistance P is not equal to resistance Q. And also it says the galvanometer does not change if the switch is open or switch is closed. Then which of the following 4 relations are true? Let's see the answer. The answer is option B. How it comes? Switch S is getting on does not make any difference. That means there is no current in switch path. That means IS is 0. So IR is equal to IG. Next question, question number 4. 2 wires A and B of same material having their ratio of lengths and ratio of diameter. They are connected with a battery. You need to find out the ratio of the potential difference between the two resistances. So this is a class 10 level question. So let's see the solution. The answer is option D, that is 9 by 4. The solution is you have been given the ratio of lengths, you have been given the ratio of diameter. That means you have been given the ratio of area also. So find the ratios, ratios of length, ratios of area, find the ratio of the resistances. So this ratio of the resistances is 9 by 8. They are connected in series, same current flowing through them. So the potential drop will be proportional to the resistances, that is, it will be 9 by 8, that is option D. Easy questions. Next one. You have been given the value of number of turns, current passing through the galvanometer, and the magnetic field. You need to find out the ratio of the current sensitivity G1 by G2. Straight formula. Let's see the answer. The answer is option A. Again, right away from here, NCERT book. Formula is given. Current sensitivity is phi by I, that is NAB by K. You put the values, get the ratio. Easy ones. Next MCQ. Current I is flowing through the wire as shown in the diagram. You have been given the radiuses, small circle radius and bigger circle radius. You need to find out the magnetic field at the center of the loop. That is how much times of mu0 by I. Let's see the answer. The answer is option D. Let's understand the calculation. First, take care of the smaller circle. Had it been a full circle, the magnetic field in the center would have been mu0 I by 2r. Now it is 3/4 of a circle, so you multiply that by 3 by 4. And you bring it to that shape, mu0 I by r into that factor you need to reach. So it is multiplied by 3 by 8. So that is for the smaller circle. Let's look for the bigger circle. Here also, had there been full circle, the magnetic field at the center would have been mu0 I by 4r. It is 1/4 of a circle here, multiply that by 1 by 4. You again bring it to the factor of mu0 I by r into 1 by 16. Then you find out the total. So total is summation of the two. So it becomes mu0 I by r into 7 by 16. So the factor is 7 by 16. Now next, direction. You use Maxwell's right hand thumb rule. So answer is option D. Go step by step, use your fundamental knowledge, handle it in a cool brain, is easy. Next question. A capacitor and the inductor are connected in two different AC circuits with a bulb glowing in each circuit. When will the bulb glow more brightly? 4 actions have been given. Number of turns increased, separation between the plate of the capacitor increased, iron rod inserted into the inductor, dielectric is inserted into the gap between the plates, in which case the bulb will glow brighter. Let's see the answer. The answer is option D. That means when a dielectric will be introduced inside the plates of the capacitor, bulb will glow brighter. Let's see. Option A. Number of turns increased. That means self-inductance will increase. That will increase XL. That will increase inductive reactance, so current will reduce. In the second case, the plate separation is increased. If the plate separation is increased, capacitance will reduce. If capacitance reduces, capacitive reactance will increase. Again, current will drop. Our objective is to find where current will increase, because for lamp to glow brighter, current has to increase. So option C, rod is inserted inside the coil. That means the value of mu has increased. So again, self-inductance will increase. That will reduce the current. In the fourth case, dielectric is introduced. When dielectric is introduced, so value of the capacitance will increase. If the value of the capacitance increases, capacitive reactance will decrease, current will increase. So our answer here is option D. Only in that case the current will increase and lamp will glow brighter. Next question. Value of the inductor has been given and value of the resistor has been given. They are connected in series. Frequency of the source is 50 Hz. What it says, the voltage across 75 volt resistor is 150 volt. What is the source voltage? Simple numerical, use formula. Easy one. Answer is option D. How do you get it? You need to find out inductive reactance, that is 2 pi FL. The value of L has been given. So 2F is 100. 2 into 50, that is 100. That is 100 into pi into L. Put the values. So you get the inductive reactance as 100 ohm. Now what is the current? You have been given current. You have been given that voltage across 75 ohm resistor is 150 volt. That means current is 2 ampere. So current is 2 ampere. So VL is 200 volt, VR is 150 volt. So you find the value, simple formula. The value is 250 volt, option D. Hope you are finding easy solution to apparently difficult looking MCQs. Hope you are liking this video. Please subscribe to the channel, like, share and comment on the video and press bell icon. Let's continue. Next MCQ. The electric potential on the axis of a short dielectric dipole at a distance x from the midpoint of the dipole is proportional to 4 options given. Which one is correct? Let's see the answer. Straight formula. That is option D. NCERT book page number 57 very clearly says V is plus minus 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 p by r square. So it is proportional to r square. There it is r, here it is x. So it is proportional to 1 by x square. Next MCQ. Let F1 be the magnitude of the force between two small spheres charged to a constant potential in free space, and F2 is the magnitude of the force between them in medium of dielectric constant K. You need to find out the value of F1 by F2. Very common question, the very first set of questions in your first chapter of class 12 physics. So you need to find out F1 by F2. The answer is answer B. You find out F1, you find out F2 with K in proper place, get the ratio. F1 by F2 is K. Next MCQ. Infinity resistance in a resistance box means what? What value of resistance? So the answer is a child's question. So option D, that is gap. Infinite resistance is gap. So what it says, between 2 points, a gap means open circuit. That means infinite resistance. That means zero current. And solid conducting connection means short circuit, which means zero resistance. That is infinite current. And may lead to fire. So very fast basic concept of resistance, right? Easy question. Next MCQ. A battery of 15 volt and negligible internal resistance is connected to a resistor of 50 ohm resistor. The amount of energy dissipated as heat in the resistor in 1 minute is, this is a class 10 question. Simple calculation. The answer is option B. Find out I. Power is I square RT. Easiest question for class 10 level. Next one. Lenge's law is consequence of law of conservation of which one? Energy, charge, mass, momentum. What conservation does Lenge's law say? The chapter heading of your NCERT class book, page number 210, very clearly it says Lenge's law and conservation of energy. No doubt. It's option A. Next MCQ. The vertical component of Earth's magnetic field in a place is 1 by root 3 times of horizontal component. The angle of dip. Very easy question, straight formula. Answer is option B. Tan I is ZD by HE. ZD by HE value is given, that is 1 by root 3. So I is 30 degree. Next one. A straight long wire in horizontal plane carries current of 15 ampere from north to south direction. You need to find out the magnitude and direction of magnetic field at a point 2.5 meter east of the wire. 4 values are given. Calculation. Let's see the answer. So this is the setup. Current flowing from north to east. You need to find out the magnetic field at point P. So you know the formula. Physics is formula. Have control on formula. You are master on physics. 10 by 10. Okay. Now see, what is B? B is mu 0 by 4 pi into 2I by R. Put the values. You got the value of B, that is 1.2 microtesla. And direction, Maxwell's right hand thumb rule. It says direction will be upward. So it is option A. Next one. The EMF induced in a 10 Henry inductor in which current changes from this value to this value in this time. Very simple. What is the EMF induced? Simple, straight away formula application. Let's see the answer. The answer is E is equal to minus L di dt. Have control on formula. The moment you get the right formula, it's very easy. So put the values, minus L di dt, you get the value E is equal to 100 volt, that is 10 to the power 2. That is option C. Next one. A charge Q is placed at the center of a line joining two charges small q. The system of three charges will be in equilibrium if capital Q is. If capital Q is. So let's see the answer. Answer is option D. Here the small charges not told very clearly in the question paper. You need to assume that small charges, small q charges are positive charges. Okay, let's see the solution. It's like the small q charges are to be assumed as positive. There is a small gap in this question paper, it looks like. So anyway, but the thing is, polarity of this capital Q has to be opposite of the end Q's. Then only it will be balanced. So capital Q will be negative. Now this is the setup. We need to find out the value of capital Q. For finding capital Q, you need to consider the balance or stability of small q's, that is n charges. You need to consider the stability of the n charges. So put the formula, Coulomb's law. We have put k in place of 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0. You put the values, you get the value of capital Q is small q by 4. So answer is option D. Hope you are liking this solution. We are trying to get you easy solution to apparently difficult looking questions. Handle it peacefully with peace of mind is easy. Hope you are liking this video. Please subscribe to the channel, like, share and comment on the video and press the bell icon. Let's continue. Next MCQ, MCQ number 18. The electric field is E. You need to find out the electric flux through an area dA. Which option gives you the electric flux? The answer is option C. It is right away from your NCERT book, page number 26. It says phi E is E dot dA. So here it is E dot dA. So option is option C, right away from your NCERT book. Next one. In a potentiometer experiment, the balancing length with a cell is 120 centimeter. When the cell is shunted by a 1 ohm resistance, the balancing length becomes 40 centimeter. You need to find out the internal resistance of the cell. 4 options given. Let's see the answer. Again, straight formula. Straight formula. We know R is equal to L1 by L2 into R. R is equal to capital R into L1 by L2 minus 1. Put the values. Easy. One line. Half-minute question. Next one. An electron is projected with a velocity along the axis of a current carrying long solenoid. Which of the following statement is true? Concept based. Path of the electron will be circular. Electron will be accelerated. Path of the electron will be helical. Electron will continue in the same speed along the axis. So which option is true? Concept based. Answer is option D. The direction of motion of electron is parallel to the magnetic field. So the motion of the electric charge remains unaffected. It is parallel to the magnetic field. So answer is option D. Next one. If the speed v of a charged particle moving in a magnetic field B, v is perpendicular to B, is halved, then the radius of its path will be 4 options. The answer is option D, straight single formula. R is equal to mv by qb. So if v is halved, R also will become half. Straight application of formula. Next MCQ. A metal plate is getting heated. Which of the following statement is incorrect? It is placed in a space varying magnetic field that does not vary with time. A direct current passing through the plate and AC passing through the plate, and it is placed in a time varying magnetic field. Which of the 4 options is incorrect? The plate is getting heated. Which of the 4 is not a possibility? The answer is option A. Except option A, all other 3 will cause heating. It has got heating effect. Direct current passing through the plate, it has got heating effect. AC passing through the plate, it has got heating effect. If it is placed in a time varying magnetic field, there will be eddy current in the plate, so it has got heating effect. Only in option A, it does not have any heating effect. So answer here is option A. Next one. In an AC circuit, voltage has been given E0 sin omega t, current is I0 sin omega t plus pi by 2. You need to find out the average power. 4 options, very easy. Let's see the answer. The answer is option D. Average power is 0 because power is ERMS IRMS into cos phi. Cos phi is power factor. So phi is pi by 2. That is ERMS into IRMS into cos phi is 0. So average power is 0. Next MCQ. The speed acquired by a free electron when accelerated from rest through a potential difference of 100 volt is. You need to find out the speed of the electron. Again, straight formula. Let's see the answer. Half mv square is equal to E into V. E into V is the work done. That will be half mv square. That gives you V is equal to root over 2 EV by m. Put the values, get the answer. Straight formula. Option A. Next one. Last MCQ of this section A. Which of the following is not affected by presence of magnetic field? A current carrying conductor, a moving charge, a stationary charge, a rectangular loop with its plate parallel to the field. Which one does not get affected by magnetic field? The answer is stationary charge. Stationary charge does not get affected by magnetic field. It gets affected by electric field. But if it is just simply sitting in a magnetic field, it does not feel any force. But if it is moving, it feels a force. Okay, so I think questions are not very difficult. It was more of a concept based and straight away formula based. So this is end of section A. Hope you like this MCQ simplified series video. We have tried to give you easy solutions to the MCQs which apparently looked difficult. Hope you like this video. Please subscribe to the channel, like, share and comment on the video. We will very soon come with the section B of this CBSE term 1 question paper. Thank you for watching this video. Bye bye till we come with the next video. See you.